we are discussing the new Gein series on Netflix, and unfortunately, it was a total mess. It is worth watching for Charlie Hunnam's performance, which I felt was extremely underutilized. He brings a degree of depth and humanity to this character that the series does not allow us to become immersed in, especially as he reaches old age. I did appreciate how the series tried to incorporate all these cultural references because he did inspire a lot of madness. However, I think just a short intro would have been enough. We did not need to spend time with every director and every actor who has had the misfortune of trying to replicate his horrors. I also thought a lot of the scenes were for shock value. There's so much myth surrounding Gein, and the way the series tried to incorporate these cultural references into Charlie Hunnam's performance actually ended up undermining it. I thought the political aspect was extremely forced. He may have been inspired by the war and the comics, but this is not what triggered his acts and his madness. And I think the series was trying to have this nature versus nurture debate, but it did so incredibly badly. There are moments when he's having conversations with his dead mother, and I thought this was the most compelling aspect of this series. I wish the film focused more on the psychological impact regarding his isolation and abuse. The way that Charlie Hunnam plays him, you understand how he comes to compartmentalize all these horrific acts. I thought the bit with his girlfriend was very forced and overdone. We get it, someone's relationship with their mother can actually facilitate them into doing something they wouldn't have otherwise done. There's a scene when he gets hired as a babysitter, and I think it's just so absurd because you don't know who would hire this man. And I feel like the tone of the series was all over the place because you don't really know what to take seriously. The last two episodes, the series fell apart. It turns into a poor man's Mindhunter. And the series tries to build on characters who really don't matter. Because Gein never had a trial, he never received the notoriety that other serial killers had. And it would have been interesting to unpack these letters he was starting to get and this fandom he was starting to build. Like, I had no idea that he helped catch Ted Bundy. Like, it's told to us, but it's never really told to us from Gein's perspective. And I felt like the last two episodes really could have delved deeper into the title of the show, this issue of monster. Medication might have changed his outlook, but not necessarily his nature. Because Gein was one of the first to commit such gruesome acts, people assumed that he was faking his mental illness. However, when you factor in his upbringing, you realize the situation is a bit more complicated. And I wish the series anchored its story more in Charlie Hunnam's performance to explore what makes someone a monster. Are there levels to this, or are they all the same?